EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Boston Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at the TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Frank, this is a really good-looking golf course.
Fun golf course too, Rich. Starts off with a relatively soft par 4, not very long, and then, of course, the fourth hole. Remember that on TV. It's a drivable par 4. 5, really, this beautiful dogleg left par 4. I think it's one of the prettiest holes on the golf course. Reminds me of Sunningdale in England. 7's a par 5. 2 good hits, you might be able to get home. Don't talk about the ninth to Phil Mickelson. Never really likes that hole at all. So made a mess of it over the years. Good finish there at 18, but really, if you want to look at maybe a tough stretch in the back nine, 13, 14. If you make a couple of pars through there, then you've done well.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Frank, the best in the game. They like to see a par 5 early. What's the second hole all about?
Couple of bunkers down the right side. This hole was renovated back in 2010. They sort of changed the mounding on the green, took a bunker away on the left, and now that second shot is daunting, even for the best players.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Second shot.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Just an ideal day to be on the golf course. The high sunshine, the blue skies, a light breeze. Happy to be alive, happy to be playing this game. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank going for 2 in a row now. And with that birdie, moves into a tie for the lead.
Got ourselves a battle right now, Rich.
Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the third hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll. Given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Now that is a shot that would be replayed over and over. Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. Bunker shot from the left side. If you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
They'll take it. That's a par. Out to the 6th hole now, where the action is underway. Let's check in on our featured golfer. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. There's a little bit of timidity at the top there. Then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
This, the second shot here at the par 4.
Should be safely on deck.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frankie, just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that took the 300-yard mark.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Hole number 8 now, 213 yards in length, a par 3. And Frank, what can we expect?
Really narrow at the front of this green. A lot of mounding. Ball normally kicks towards the left. One place you don't want to go, though, is that left bunker. The bunker shot's all downhill from there.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. 8-foot putt here. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Frank, I love a hot dog and a soda at the turn. How hard is it to take a giant bite out of this 9th hole? Looks tough.
It is. Everything sort of bends where those two bunkers are, and that was sort of 350 yards to get past that. And there's an annoying little bunker that's about 30 yards short of this green. So you have to be precise with both the first and the second shot.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Getting set to start the back 9. We're on the tee at the 10th. Frank?
No fairway bunkers here to worry about, but a little left or a little right and you'll find the hazard.
Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going? Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green, and a chance for a birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. A good effort and a good par putt. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in at 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Oh, I thought he had that. He'll be a bit disappointed he didn't make that. and getting ready for the putt. Good putt. Frank, the 12th looks to be a pretty straightforward par 4.
Just bends to the left. There's a big sort of crop of mounds on that right side. If you can just go a little left of those, you get a nice kick forward. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
And what a turn of events. Just turned this round upside down. Started off slow, but then managed to pick up the pace and back on track now. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
That's good work right there. Just a tap in. This one just requires a little bit of focus. In for par. Ball's teed up at the par 4 13th.
And you want to keep that ball in the air as much as you can. Carry that air on the left side. That's a big tee shot, somewhere in that sort of 300-yard mark.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Impressive play so far into these heavy winds. You could say he's just been breezing through this round.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Getting set now over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, at the 14th down, anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way. Oh, if this is up, it's good. Nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Solid play, heart of the green. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. This becomes a different kind of battle out there today with these strong, gusty winds. Players will have to think, they'll have to take extra club, and this will not be easy. On the 15th green in regulation, but not yet in the hole. This is about a 30-footer, and he'll look at it from a couple of different angles just to try to get a feel for it. Locked in on the read and the speed. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just 5 feet left. He'll take par and move on. Moving on to 16 now. This is one where you sort of lick your chops, Frank, because it's pretty short, 161 yards. Where's the challenge here?
Where the fish go. That big lake on the left, that's the challenge.
Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
And he's putting for par now. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank almost at the house, but still some work to do. 412-yard par 4 17th.
Yeah, just poke something down that right side. Really, it's the second shot. You got to worry about that big mound in the middle of the green.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. 150 yards left to the flagstick here.
Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player. Not a problem there, Rich. Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
On to the finishing hole here at TPC Boston. What can we expect, Frank?
Drive down the left side, and then it's all about the second shot.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that...
Frank, this is where a golfer's mind is really tested here after hitting one out of bounds.
Well, on the flip side, though, Rich, you know what you've done wrong. So erase it. Time to put a good swing on it.
Now playing 4 after going OB on that previous shot. This is a good-looking shot. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. To win the Boston Championship. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. That's why you play the game, to stack up the wins. Great effort right there. Frank, the 18th year at TPC Boston, for whatever reason, generates quite a bit of buzz, doesn't it?
It does. The longer hitters, obviously, they lick their chops. They're having a chance to make this green in 2. But if you find one of the fairway bunkers, the addition of that pot bunker for the layup, that just makes that decision that much more difficult.